South Africa recalls a top Israeli diplomat in the country's clearest stance yet on the raging war, the reign of terror by youngsters in South Africa's murder capital, and
the Springbok must fall. That national team will get it a new name.
Malema says his political consciousness escaped him amid the Springboks' euphoria. Hello, I'm Sifiso Zulu.
This is Eyewitness News.
Cabinet wants the International Relations Department to act against the Israeli ambassador to South Africa, but it says it has stopped short of calling for him to be expelled. Minister in the Presidency, Khumbudzo Ntshavheni, says Cabinet views Israel's attacks on Gaza as genocide and that the ambassador's position in South Africa is becoming untenable. Government says it also plans to withdraw its own diplomats from Tel Aviv amid the tensions in the region.
A genocide under the watch of the international community cannot be tolerated. Another Holocaust in the history of humankind is not acceptable. And the South African government has decided to withdraw all its diplomats in Tel Aviv for consultation. Cabinet has also noted the continuing disparaging remarks of the Israeli ambassador to South Africa about those who are opposing the atrocities and the genocide of the Israeli government. This is despite the condemnation by the previous ambassadors of Israel to South Africa, who were clear that the acts of the Israeli government are a repeat of apartheid and not different to the apartheid handsets. The position of the ambassador of Israel in South Africa is becoming very untenable. Cabinet has decided to instruct DECO to take necessary measures within the diplomatic channels and protocols to deal with the conduct of the ambassador of Israel to South Africa.
The city of Durban is known as a popular destination for many holidaymakers with beautiful green valleys and beaches. But in the north of the city lies a community that's under siege by a gang of youngsters. Residents in Inanda live in fear of the so-called West Gang, with members as young as 15 years old terrorizing the community. It's understood the drug-fueled war has left a trail of death in the already impoverished area, with 81 murders reported between April and June this year. Eyewitness News has visited Inanda, a community with the most recorded killings in any policing precinct in the country.
Bemkhomba ngesibhamu bemshaya umzimba wangasezantsi indoda bayidubula emlenzeni bamfuna imali bamfuna ikhadi lasebhenki bafuna iphini.
NSFAS is blaming tertiary institutions for delays in student payments, which have again caused anger and frustration. The Student Financial Aid Scheme says the problem, which affected close to 100,000 students, was caused by a failure by institutions submitting the necessary information late. However, as the academic year draws to a close, NSFAS says the funds will be paid.
The payment process is going well, and we are in a position to pay the students. And we apologize immensely for the delay that has happened. And we know the impact that this could have, on the abilities of the students to write exams.
Julius Malema has once again stirred the pot, this time around with scathing comments on the Springboks. Just days after his party, the EFF, congratulated the Boks for their victory at the 2023 Rugby World Cup, Malema has come down hard on the team's name, jersey and emblem. He even said he bought a Boks jersey, but he just couldn't bring himself to wear it.
The Springbok must fall. That national team will get it a new name and the new colors and the new emblem, which will represent our democracy.
And traffic in Cape Town was brought to a standstill this morning after a truck overturned on the N1 outbound at Plattekloof Road. Many motorists were stuck in gridlock traffic during the morning peak as authorities worked to clear the scene. The truck was traveling in the direction of Cape Town and then went through the barrier and onto the side of the road. Thankfully, there were no cars traveling on the outbound side at the time of the accident. And that's it from us today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Eyewitness News. In touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.